Don't realise how small this room is until you see this painting next to the fireplace, because it's it's about the only wall I can use that actually has reasonable lighting. Just thinking, this is strange looking back at like what I've done over the years. Whilst I'm fundamentally an abstract artist, I enjoy painting abstract things. It's like there's something very rewarding about challenging yourself. And that's the thing, like I've only done it a few times over the years. There's only a few sort of paintings I can sort of look to and see the time and effort that I've put into them, but this is different. This is like, it's strange because I wanted to create a vision board and or like a vision of the future. And whilst it turned out amazing, like after painting all of the flowers, because like the perspective slightly off because I wanted to try and create something I could replicate. And I know, it's me, I can replicate paintings and drawings to the end of time, but turning this into reality, like a physical vision board. Because that's the thing, all of the things I'm doing now and in the future are going to be to create this public installation. I've been talking about it for years, and this is why I was like, right, let's create what I want. I've already done a rough model to work out that's about 5 meters tall based on scale. So it's going to require quite a bit of funds to sort of figure it out and do it, and then get the house set up as well, and well, turning it into a drone photo will be very difficult. But there's something very satisfying about sort of doing these challenge pieces, or like trying not to do what I know I can do, like, and that's the hardest thing with a piece like this, is not wanting to just turn it into something abstract. Excuse the slightly broken. But that's the hardest thing with something that has taken months, because it's like trying to fight against the urge to just throw paint at it and have fun with it rather than, well, taking the time with it. Like I say, it is far from perfect, but it is close enough that, well, I know roughly what the house looks like. I can now model the art installation and start to actually fund and prepare to fund and actually plan out the project. Still need an architect, if you know someone. Like I say, I'm a long way off doing it, but you never know. It's the beauty of art. But it should be interesting trying to actually create something out of thin air. Because like I say, years and years ago, I was inspired by Klaus Oldenburg and a bunch of other artists to sort of look at and try to create art installations. Most people just think I'm nuts because they see the illustrations and they don't see how illustrations can translate into paintings. And this is why I've always tried to do these challenge pieces every few years, because it's like, well, whilst fundamentally I love just throwing paint and having fun and creating weird and wonderful pieces, there's something, I think it's the time more than anything. It's the amount of time and effort that you put into getting it to where you want it to be. And then, like I say, it's that resisting the urge to actually, just throw paint at it. Because I would sell everything I've done up until now, except this. Mostly because I want to see it framed, but the other reason is, like I say, I kind of need it as a template for a photo, because, well, whilst I could take a photo of it, it's not the same. And as I say, being in a one-bed flat currently, it's very difficult to see this on a wall or actually see it in light and actually walk around it and appreciate it and see it in different lighting and, you know. I'm sure over the years it will irritate me because I know I can do better. As is always the progression of skills, but if you go back through and look at like my paintings, one of the oldest ones was the Kadir painting, which, whilst it's done in oils, it's the same thing now. Like, I look at it with a certain amount of disdain because I know what I am capable of now. And whilst it works, it's not terrible. It's not as good as what I could do now, you know? And this is why I say with this piece, it'll get to a point where the photo will be more memorable than the painting. But it all started with a painting, so I don't know. Just figured I'd chat a bit about it because I don't give this piece enough love. And whilst I'm focused on creating the funding pool I need to actually make it a reality, just one of those things. Need to talk about it more because, well, it's something I want to do, something I love doing, and as much as I may not be a hyper-realist, it's like, well, probably never, but you never know. I just think how amazing it will be to go from essentially where I am now to be able to create this into a actual photo. And then, well, if I can achieve this, what next? They say anything is possible, but we'll have to wait and see. I know it'll happen eventually, but you know, great things take time. But yeah, if you want to help support, go buy some prints, send some offers for some of the paintings, or likewise, just give me money. Not averse to it. Although, at this point, I have thousands of products to choose from, so if you can't find something you like, it's like, well, I don't know. Yeah, someone asked a while ago why the photography on my website is a bit shoddy, and it's like, well, because I don't have a wall to actually put stuff on to be able to photo. And camera. My photography skills are lacking because of, well, I am but one man. But yeah, more to come. Like I say, I've still got another 3 or 4 books coming out at some point, and there's a whole bunch more things coming, so watch your space. Any of your support is greatly appreciated. Like I say, hopefully within a couple of years I'll be somewhere towards actually turning this into a reality, which will be fun. But hey, watch your space.